It was 19, now it's 20. Come back to the titles and see what we've done today. Hey everybody, Anthony Dodge, Mile Train Outsider, American Outsider, a Night of the Rhomboid Table here, back again with another, hopefully very short video. It is another analog to digital conversion from Herb's collection, and it is another KLVM, except it's not a KLVM, because it's not from Maryland, but it is from Maryland. KLVM, if you don't know already, stands for Kleine Lokomotiven von Maryland, small locomotives by Maryland. Except this is a Primex, so it's not from Maryland, except Maryland owns Primex. And it's a long story, but basically Primex was an independent company that Maryland acquired, and Maryland now uses the Primex name, and I think it's part of their takeover that they have to use the, make so many releases a year under the Primex name. So Maryland releases old mold, most analog, and even some older Delta Digital locomotives under the Primex name each year. They just release the old molds. They don't release the new stuff. That's Maryland, but they do that. So in this case, they released this little Primex, but it is a KLVM, and I'm going to put it up with some other KLVMs to show you it's the exact same model. Sadly, and this might be where I ask for help, I have tried looking up this particular blue model by Primex. I have found some Primex model numbers, but they haven't been in blue. So I don't know. I didn't get the box with this one. So I have no information on it, but I have converted it already. I didn't even bother filming it. Analog to digital, so it's gone. It's good to go. It's I will run it in here, but I've already loaded it into my Central Station 3, and I've tested it on the track here. I've cleaned it up, oiled it up a bit, so it should be all good to go. So let's put it on the track and give you a closer look at it. All right, so here it is. Why I did this one as opposed to some of the other KLVMs, because I still have two more KLVMs to convert. Actually, three. I've got three more to convert. But yeah, I just like the sharp blue color. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring in some of these others. So here is a KLVM that specifically says, you can see on the door, it says KLVM 3087. That is a specific Maryland number. I also have a 3090 in black that needs to be converted. And then I have from the digital set, I think it's 29156. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it down here. And then from 29156C, the limited release brown. So we got brown, black, and then this was actually a rare. It was only produced 1 year, and I've actually got two of these. Another one just like this needs converted. But as you can see, if I just take these two here, there is no difference. They are the exact same mold and sculpture. It's just they put the Primex name on this one, and yeah, so no functioning lights in this case. Some later models did have lights, but no functioning with digital. All the digital does is allow me to run it on my C-Track system. No sound, no lights, no smoker unit, nothing. This was as basic a unit as you can get. So we're going to go ahead and run that in, but you can see it's the exact same molding, and they released this for years. I think the first series came out, I want to say 72. I just did a video about it. I think it came out 72, and technically they are still produced, but these are very simplistic. There are many variations of this, but they were designed to be very low price point startup things for young kids or beginners in the hobby and analog, but now you can get them digital. And plus, all these have been converted to digital. So let's put this guy and let you see him running a bit. So here we've got him on line 4. I don't do the... So here it comes around, just a little bit of running with Not sure when this one was released. It definitely, even after cleaning such, it seems to need to get its legs running in, but this is early on in running it in. But it's getting smoother with each lap. There you saw it running in a bit. Yes, definitely some little jumpy bits, which are not unexpected, even converting it to digital. These locomotives, many of these from Herb, have not been run in years. And I guess I'll take a few minutes and explain my process here. When I got Herb's collection, I looked for which ones were digital, and those were priority. Get them working, get them cleaned up, and get them into the fleet so I could use them because they were digital. It shouldn't be that hard. So I got a few that way. And then all the ones that were AC analog, I put on my test track and I just turned the power on because I know analog on digital is just going to run full speed. So it was sort of which ones flew as soon as I turned the power on. Those were, okay, those look to be in great shape. We're going to see about converting those and go from there. The blue Primex, when I put it on, it did what you saw, well, not even as well there. It kind of jerked and tried to move and had a couple of quick starts when I tested it. So I put it aside and said, okay, it's got life, it's got power, but I'll get the ones I can do. So now I'm down to the last few, the ones that for various reasons I haven't done yet. And so what I did with this one is when I put it on the track again before I convert it to make sure situation hasn't changed, it moved decently. But yeah, it stop. Okay, so before I convert it to digital, I clean it up a bit. If the motor looks like it's running, I don't go into the motor. I will check the brushes, and if the brushes look okay, if they're dirty, I'll replace them. But otherwise, I will not mess with the motor itself. I'll clean the gears and the cogs and hope that smooths it out. So yeah, I put the decoder in and I ran it in. You saw it, but it really seemed to be area specific where it had sort of the slowdowns. So that might just be dirty track. And again, these things have not run in years and years, in a couple of cases, decades. And I don't know a lot about this. I know the company Primex and I know the KLVMs, but I have no information on this particular version. I have Googled and searched. I have found plenty of Primex KLVM information, but not on this particular blue. I couldn't even find a picture of a blue one in the Google Images search. I had to take a picture for my Central Station 3 load up. But it did go in. Everything's fine, and I've got some running footage I'm going to put up at the end, and I actually put it on the main track and let it run up the incline, and its first trip up the incline it struggled a bit, and it got a little better on the second one, but I gave it a small freight load to pull with it just for fun. But it's in the fleet, it's running, and I'm sure that it'll be fine for a live stream. Put it on one of the short interior tracks and it's going to do just fine, and I'm thrilled to have it in the fleet. It's a different color, and as you saw in the comparisons, we've got a green, we've got a black, we got a brown, now we got a blue KLVM, so it just makes the rotation that much nicer. So very pleased to have got another one. 3 more to go. 3 more KLVMs to go, and then 1 more diesel, one more little diesel shunter, a diesel 060. Trying to think, did I convert that one? It might be two, but I think it, because I did the Purcell and I think I did the blue one. So the red one's the only one left to go, and I need to order some spare parts for that. The windows are missing, the light array fixtures are missing, so I'll do that. Anyhow, that's enough of that babble. So until next time, I'm going to say Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, and happy trains. Take care, everybody. Okay, for a little fun, let's give them some matching blue wagons and, well, not quite matching or all blue, but you get the idea. Going up the incline, not to be a test. I don't run these guys with loads on this one, and you can see he struggled a bit with the load. But who knows how many years it's been since he's run in, passing his brethren by.